Hey beauties and beasts, welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be called Peachy Parisian Pin-Up for the simple fact that obviously I've kind of got like a little, pin-up vibe going on with my hair pulled up like this. And then on top of that, I used the Sweetheart Too Faced blush in the color Peach Beach. And then I also used the Too Faced A La Mode Eyes, which is inspired by Saint-Tropez.
Hey guys, today I'm going to start off with Smashbox's Photo Correcting Primer. I'm just going to take about a pea-size amount and I'm going to work that all over my face, kind of like I would with a moisturizer, just making sure to get every single part, and especially my T-zone where it's the most red. Okay, so next taking Urban Decay's Primer Potion, I'm just going to rub that all over my lids, and no fancy technique here, just rubbing it on to make sure you get it completely on your lids. Okay, so next I'm taking my A La Mode palette, and I'm just going to take a regular fluffy brush, and using the color Riviera from the Classic Row, I'm just going to put this right in my inner corner as like a highlight color, and I'm just going to put it till about, maybe about the middle of your eye in the inner corner area. Next, from that same Classic Row, we're going to take this beautiful peachy color called Jardin, and we're just going to work this on our outer corner of our eye, pretty much filling in the other half of our eye that we didn't do. And this color is beautiful. It's like a peachy golden dual tone color. It's absolutely gorgeous. If you have any bit of green in your eyes, you are going to love this color. Taking Soleil from that top day row, we're just going to use our same brush that we've been using, and we're just going to work this into the outer corner of our eye. Now, I'm just following my natural eye shape, so mine's a little bit more almondy. I just suggest going with your natural crease wherever your eyeball may be. If you don't have a crease, I would just kind of go, follow your eye shape, whatever it may be, and put a little bit of depth right there. But it is daytime, so don't go too heavy. I'm using like maybe 2 dabs of shadow. So one downside about the palette is there are no matte colors, but what can you do? So, oh, hey, beautiful, how are you? I'm just going to take this fluffy brush right here and use this Nooner color, which is pretty much a beautiful matte mauve color. I'm going to use this as a blending color for that Soleil. So I'm going to use this pretty much in between the Soleil and what I'm going to use as a highlight, just blending it out and defining my shape. So for highlight, we're going to grab the Naked 3 again and grab this Strange, and it is matte as well, and that's just going to go right there underneath our eyebrow, and we're going to blend that with the Nooner. Taking Jardin one more time, we're just going to freshen up that color since we did a lot of blending. Next, we're going to take our Fabuliner pen from Jordana, and we're just going to very light-handedly go in at our lash line and follow the natural shape of your eye. I am doing this really slowly to make sure that I do not do it too heavy. I'm trying to use the very, very tip of the pen to make it very, very thin. I do not want it too heavy, and make sure you don't draw your wing just yet. Just follow the natural shape of your eye for now. So typically pin-ups go with a more cat-eyed shape, and since my eyes are almond, they do kind of slant down right there on my upper lid. So I'm just going to add a little hump to give the illusion of a raised outer corner, and I'm still not adding my wings just yet. So taking my Makeup Forever HD foundation in a beauty blender, I'm just going to work my foundation all over my face. And my beauty blender is damp here. I like to clean it and dampen it right before I use it every single time. And I love using a damp. I think that it works a lot better that way. And then also you want to make sure that you blend it on your jawline and bringing it down onto your neck. And make sure to get all of those harsh lines. You know the rules, moms. No 20 minutes without your kids' interruptions. Hey, camera, bye. Okay, so NARS Creamy Radiance Concealer in the color Custard on the back of our hands. Do not put the applicator directly on your face. That's not sanitary. You don't want to do that. Just put it on the back of your hands every time and use a beauty blender or a concealer brush or something like that to work it onto your face, making sure to get your under eye areas, your blemishes, and sometimes your T-zone for a little extra redness coverage. Okay, now ending our foundation routine with an extra coverage bang, we're going to take Makeup Forever Pro Finish foundation powder in the color 120 with a fluffy brush. Work this all over the top of your foundation to set it, and you don't have to use a foundation powder. I like to have a little bit of extra coverage just for the simple fact that I like to pick blemishes. I can't help it. I have a problem. Don't do it. If you're young and you don't do it yet, don't start doing it. You will get scars from it, and it's terrible, but you can use a translucent powder pretty much is what I'm trying to say. Taking Too Faced Sweetheart Blush in the Peach Beach color I talked about earlier, and a regular blush brush. I like to smile while I apply my blush. I know it's a little old-fashioned, but I like to find where I would like to define the most on my cheeks because I feel like they're crooked, so when I smile, it helps me, see what I need to do to create that optical illusion of symmetry, guys. Next, taking my Urban Decay Naked Flesh palette and a small blush brush from MAC, I'm just going to blend the bronzer from this palette right onto the hollows of my cheekbones. You'll see that I already pretty much have natural high cheekbones as it is, so I pretty much have that definition. So I'm not doing this heavy-handed at all. If you do not have high cheekbones like that, you could probably apply it a little bit heavier to get the same effect. Also, apply this to your jawline and then also to the top of my forehead, just for the simple fact, to create that illusion that that forehead that you're seeing is really not that tall, it is big, it's huge. What can you do? Oh my god, I have no idea what's going on right now. Taking my Maracuja Blush and Glow by Tarte, it's in the color Candlelight. I'm just going to use the highlighter from this, and I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose and highlight that. Alright, go ahead and highlight your Cupid's bow as well. Okay, so now taking the highlighter onto our forehead, and we're just pretty much putting this on all of the high points of our face. So again, cheekbones, here we go, to illuminate the high cheekbone area. Now taking that Fabuliner again, we're just going to go ahead and put our wings on. What I'm doing is following the natural crease from the corner of my eye to the crease of my eyelid, and then just filling that in as a little lifted up wing, and not too much, just a small little baby wing. Now taking Roach by Urban Decay, I'm just going to put this in my waterline very, very gently because it's a red-based brown, so I want to use it to help me make my greens in my eyes pop, just like those peach eyeshadows that we used. Taking my Brow Wiz by Anastasia Beverly Hills in the color Ebony, first I'm going to use this spoolie on the end to kind of comb my brows and lay them where I want them to lay. My brows are really long, so they do tend to curl on the ends, and I take a lot of tugging and maintenance to get them to actually lay flat in the direction that I want them to go. So now with the actual filling in process, what I'm going to do is start on the ends of my brows, and I'm pretty much just picking through my brows and finding all of these scars in them. I was attacked by a cat when I was little, so my brows are really uneven from these scars. So that's what I do first on the ends, and I make sure that the end of my brow is a lot more concentrated than the front of my brow by my nose. You don't want that area to be too dark because it's not going to look that natural. Even though I do have really thick brows and mine are thick right there, I still go light-handed there. Also, now what I'm doing is I'm just taking this spoolie and I am working it over that liner that I just filled in with the brow pencil, and I'm just kind of feathering it out and making it look a little bit more powdered finish and then looking a little bit more natural that way. Okay, guys, ooh la la, check out them brows. They're about as even as they ever get. Alright, now we're going to take this Revlon lash curler and just give our lashes a really quick curl, anywhere from about 7 to 11 seconds. Yes, 11 seconds, because around here we do not use even numbers. That's just blasphemy. Now I'm taking Maybelline's Lash Discovery Mascara, and I'm just going to use this one on my bottom lashes. I like this one because it has an absolutely teeny tiny little bitty brush, so where my bottom lashes are really ridiculously just, unnaturally long, this brush is really good for getting in there and grabbing all those little hairs and coating them evenly without making a big goopy mess underneath my eye. Next, I'm taking the Ulta Voluptuous Volume Mascara in the color Jet Black. I actually really like this mascara. It was one of the ones that I stumbled upon that I really liked by the Ulta collection. So I'm just going to put this at the base of my lashes and wiggle it very lightly to the tips. And then I'm also going to concentrate it a little heavier on the outer corners to give a more cat-eyed shape effect, so that way that part of your eye looks a lot more open. Make sure not to over apply your mascara, that way you can still see your cute little pinup liner behind your lashes. So next I'm taking a matte lipstick by Revlon. This one is in the color Nude Attitude, and I'm just going to lightly apply this onto my lips and create a nice nude base for the next lip product that I'm going to apply. Taking Urban Decay's Super Saturated Lip Color in the color Glenda from the Oz Great and Powerful collection, I'm just going to apply a very light coat of this on top of that nude lipstick. That way to give a nice nude mouth. You don't want to overpower the eyes with the mouth, but it still has a nice tint of a tan kind of pinky color in there, so it's not too washed out. Alright, last but not least, I'm going to fill in my famous little freckle on my cheek since I am getting so dolled up today. I am using Urban Decay's eyeshadow in the color Backdoor to do this. Now I'm going to let down my hair and I'll be right back with it all pinned up.
Okay, beauties and beasts, that's it. That's how I did this look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have not already, make sure you click subscribe and become a member of my Lion Pride. You can also find me on Instagram and Twitter, both at Labella Leone, same way it is spelled here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for watching. God bless you guys. Mwah. See you later, bye. Who's that girl? La 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 la. Why is that in my head?